Nasheed, coming at you live. How you guys doing? If you guys are able to join me, please do so. I understand we are just really getting started, and I know that I could be a thorn in your side. So I just want you guys to come on. If you guys can come on with me, please do so. If you guys cannot, hey, I definitely understand um, because we are just really ramping up. I know I'm kind of hitting you guys hard with a lot of information in a short amount of time, but that's what it seems like we have. We only seem like we have a short amount of time to hang out and to take care of our business. The whole goal is that we could get on the show and that we could actually learn and we could do some things, right? Like I said, this is the show for doers. Everyone else, if you just hear them hanging out, they expect for one guy to do something, or one figurehead to do something, a group to do something, then that is the reason why we're still in this current predicament because we need everybody to do something. Everyone, every single body to do something, to do their part. And there are some amazing things that I'm pretty sure that you would be able to do as well. Once you get involved, you too will be able to do something. There is something for everyone. Believe me, something for everyone, right? I'm trying to find out here if I am actually sharing screens here to make sure that I'm actually live. Just give me a second. I am new to this, just like you're new to the information I'm giving you. I'm actually new to these lives. So just need to double check. Perfect check. All right. So yes, we are on live. Now, if you guys were on, give me just a moment. If you guys were on live, and if you guys see the live that we did last night in terms of the economic plans, what an economic plan should actually look like, and what you should be expecting out of these parasites, right? One thing I want you guys to understand, and we're going to make this one real quick, so we're going to kind of power punch this one. One thing I want you guys to understand about these parasites is that they have plans themselves for whatever it is they're doing. The Nation of Islam has a plan. They have a plan. They have schools. They have mosques. They have organization. They have a plan. When they ask you for money, they are not going to give you a plan. It's one of those. We're going to take your money, and it's not just Nation of Islam. They're going to take your money and collectively, and then tell you you get nothing. You get what we tell you you're going to get. That's the reason why we keep going through this day after day, month after month, year after year. This is the issue. This is the situation that we're falling out, that we keep continue to find ourselves in. Right now, through the medium of the internet, yep, they are able to do it, and they are doing it very effectively. The Umar Johnsons of the world, the Dr. Boyce Watkins, the Tariq Nasheed, the Tommy Sotomayor, every last one of these people, they mix facts in. They will give you facts, and that is to get you emotionally charged in order to take your money. Where you should be investing your money, charity starts at home. So you should be investing your money in yourself within your own community first. That's the direction. So what we want to do, and I realize that it's early in the morning. Some of you guys are probably already at work. I understand that you guys are not going to be on live. This here is just a power puncher, so that way we can just get right into it. We're just going to dive right into it. Uh, the planning phase. I showed you guys last night. This is what a plan looks like. This is what an actual plan looks like. This is what an actual example of a plan. I'm just throwing this out here. The City of Tumwater Economic Development Plan for 2010. Right? That's all of there. This is the comprehensive plan. This has been adopted. Economic development element on October 2010. Right? Just to highlight a couple of things. When you hear these parasites, they're out here saying, well, business, business, business. I want you to just go, when you get the plan here, I want you to just go to edit, to find. I'm going to pop up this little box here. Click on the word business, right? You're going to see in this economic plan, it has goals to retain and support existing businesses. To retain and to support existing businesses, right? That is in an economic plan. Retain, to keep and to support the businesses. You have to plan for that. Supporting a business is not just going to the store and patronizing the store. That's not supporting a business. Whatever area that you are in, once you start getting involved in the planning phases, and I challenge Black people, get together and come up, copy this plan. Plug some numbers in, use some of the same language, and go after it. You can do it. My email is right here in the description box. If you guys need a point person, contact me in the email. Say, hey, listen, we need help with our economic development plan for our area. If you guys have crack houses and rundown neighborhoods, vacant lots, all of these things, you too can develop an economic plan for your area. You tired of the crack houses? Kick the crackers out. Because that's who's actually supporting the crack houses in your neighborhood. The local drug dealer, fellas out there selling drugs, I understand. But enough of that for the community. Enough of that. Enough of it. And no, people, do not put in your economic plan how people are going to sell drugs in the neighborhood. That is not what we're talking about here. We're talking about making good, sensible economic plans so that we can assist you in solving and coming up with creative solutions to solve your problems, actual problems. Just look at this. It says we're going to grow the city's light industrial and manufacturing sectors. We're going to make strategic use of the brewery properties and the regional airports to strengthen the city's economic base. This is what's happening. There's no plan. So if you're wondering, all right, so let's just continue to go down here, this little business deal here. I just want to show you guys just a little bit of it. We went over planning for a robust economy, right? We work collaboratively with citizens, businesses, and community organizations. We also actively partner with other jurisdictions to address regional, state, and even broader issues. This is a plan. Something else here. Continue to foster a diverse economy, building on existing sectors and locating new businesses. This is what we want to go after, right? Locate commercial users strategically, right? Look at this. It's here. It's in a plan. Do not, and I repeat, do not continue to allow these people to come into your areas and not give you. Umar Johnson said that he was going to build a school, right? When you build a school, And if the school is going to be in your area, there is an economic plan. So when that school comes into the area, what has to happen is it has to be made. Room has to be made for the school inside of the local plan. Because if it's not going to be there. He said, I had plans to buy a building. How do you know that the plan to buy that particular building has been planned in the existing city, county, or local plans to be torn down? I think black people are stupid and that we will pay for anything. Exterminate the parasite. Exterminate the parasite. Stop listening to them. Stop paying attention to them. Stop listening to them and stop paying attention to them. They come to you, well, I'm going to do something for black people. Put your head down and turn around and walk away. Well, we want to help black people with black wealth. If you want to help somebody develop and to be wealthy, first of all, it's just wealth. There's no black dollar. There's no such thing as a black dollar. I never seen a black dollar before in my life. I've only seen green and white. It's only a dollar. Period. Here, we're talking about the schools, right? Look at that. The airport, a flight school, right? This is a type of school that they want to maintain. They want to partner with school districts and new market skill centers, right, to target workforce development. See that? Schools, flight schools, right? Uh, uh, um, a high quality of life founded on good schools. See, you too can plan for your schools. You upset about them tearing down the schools, closing the schools? What plan do you have for your schools in your neighborhood? You have to have a plan. And to show you, I don't live in Chicago anymore, but I promise you I will go back there and develop a plan for Inglewood. That's where I'm from. 60636. That's right. And there will be a plan for Inglewood. There's no reason why I'm an adult and I don't plan for things in my life. There's no reason why. Right? I was scrolling through this plan here and I've seen some very interesting things. Hey, look at that. The stores. You see this? They are planning for a store on Little Rock Road. Right? This here is an Italian kitchen. Okay? What is it? Pellegrino's Italian kitchen. Now, for black people, every time you turn around, we're saying, well, we're not supposed, you know, we don't give discounts. Every black person wants to hook up. Well, that's right. You should want to hook up. You should be able to get the hookup from the store that's in the neighborhood. You should be able to get discounts. You should be able to get free food. You should be able to. You can go to a white establishment and get it. So why would you expect not to get it in your own neighborhood? Just because they're black? That's crap. So let me explain to you how the stores in your neighborhood is supposed to stay open. So if you look at D here, it says that we're going to provide resources and programs to support Tomb Water's small business. Just plug in your city name or your little local area name. You have to plan to provide support for the businesses. You have to plan to do that, right? So potential options include publications of a local business directory. So whoever is developing the plan has to plan on helping the small business in the area and has to come up with different ideas like a local business directory, what you need in your area. Establish a shop, a local campaign, discount programs. That word means the hookup or for local currency. Training for business owners. Black folks always got a nasty attitude a lot of times when going next door, but they do. I have black people in my family who refuse black business. Why do they say? What's their number one complaint? The managers and the people that's there, the owners, they don't know how to treat people when you come in the store. You need a business mentoring program. Provide support and training to independent businesses, enabling them to identify strategic niches and thrive. That means to live and to grow. But here's another key one: a grant and loan program for facade improvements, landscaping, and working capital. Working capital. This is how businesses stay open. They don't just stay open because people come shop there. They get outside supportive help. The fact of the matter is that black businesses are not getting supportive help simply because there's no backing. There's no one there to support them outside of people coming to the store. So here's what black people commonly do. They give money to people like Umar Johnson, Tariq Nasheed, Tommy Sotomayor, Dr. Boyce Watkins, Louis Farrakhan, T.D. Jakes, Steve Harvey, all of these other people that you think just because they're black males with a suit on, that they are suitable for the job, and they are not. None of these black males have come to you and say, here is a grant or a loan package or something for the improvement for the stores. So you wonder why when the stores that you go into in your neighborhood, they look like trash. They got trash out in the front. And they can't even afford to hire a second person. This is the reason why. Exterminate the parasites. Exterminate the parasites. Get them off your back. Close up your pockets. Turn off the mediums when you see them coming. Unfriend them. Unlike them. Block them. Unsubscribe. Do all of those things. You know why? Because they are leeching off of you and they are lying to you. One last thing I want to cover before I get out of here. Harlem, New York. This is the Google map of Harlem. This is where it is. Most people don't know. This is Manhattan, and Harlem is one of the all-time greatest places for black people. The Apollo Theater is there. So much history, you know, so many great, the music renaissance come from out of it. There's just so many great things from Harlem. Recently, there was a push by whites to call Harlem, as they started to re-gentrify Harlem, so hot. Look at this. This is Google. Soha in Harlem, the misguided madness of neighborhood rebranding. Rebranding as a marketing tool to rebrand a certain area so that white people can gentrify and they can move in because they are the ones who have the money. The reason why they have the money is because they're the ones who plan on having the money. They have a plan for Harlem. So what do you have? Now you have people who coming out, oh, we're outraged. They're coming in, they're gentrifying, they're taking over everything. So now you have a bunch of black folks complaining. They don't have a plan. No one's teaching them about a plan. I challenge anybody. Bring me a plan from African Americans, an economic plan, a socio-economic plan. Bring it to me so I can stop talking. Bring it to me so I can literally stop this broadcast. And I can apologize to everybody about black people taking care of their business, and then I can go ahead on about mine. Because as it stands right now, black people are a bunch of complainers because we are reacting to situations based on what somebody else has planned for, and we have not planned ourselves. So when you hear somebody saying, wake up, this is where you should be awakened to. I can't remember if it's the red pill you're supposed to take or the blue pill you're supposed to take in order to get out of the matrix, but this is the one where you are awakened. We are not talking Egypt 1,000 years ago. We are not talking about Jesus or Allah. We are talking about your current situation right where you are right now today. And if no one is talking to you about a plan in your neighborhood, guess what? You're going to be kept on the move. You will be moving again. Your family will be moving again. And you will be complaining yet again about what some white person is doing, about what some politician is doing, about what somebody else is doing besides yourself. I am telling you, this is your way to go. Right here. Your plan. If you need help, contact me. And we will develop a plan for the people right there in your area. Hit the subscribe button, like button, hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs down. Do whatever it is that you need to do out here in this world, but do something. This is the channel where we are doing. We are doing. If you have someone else who's telling you, hey, listen, we're going to develop a plan over here, go with them. Work on the plan. Be a part of. They will try to have you come down to the school, be on a local school council, be on all of this other stuff. Listen, be part of the socioeconomic plan of the area first. Be a part of that. Because there hasn't been a local school council that I know of that's been able to keep their schools open. It's those people who are actually planning. So when you go to a meeting, I want to close on this one, family. I seen something very awful. I seen Chance the Rapper showed up at a community meeting, and they were voting on whether or not they were going to give like $10 million or something, or where they were going to get the money for an upcoming police station in Chicago, police training academy. And the training academy, it was already a foregone conclusion because they had already planned for the training academy. They had already planned to what land to purchase. That was actually just really voting on like how they was going to get the money. Chance the Rapper showed up a day late and $10 million short for the property. Instead, he started talking about, why don't we take the $10 million and put it back toward the schools? It seemed like a noble idea if he was there planning first. They already made the plans to put the police academy there. It's already been ruled on what they're going to do. The police academy will be built and it will get there. Just as soon as they get the $10 million to pay for the property. Well, what did Chance do? Chance did just like every other black person, and he gave $2 million, I believe, to the Chicago public school system. $2 million. And you would say, hey, that's noble. Because it is noble. But here's what he did, just like what every other black person do, give money and don't know any plans about what's going to be happening with any of the schools or anything that's going on. People take us as a joke because we don't take ourselves seriously. We don't take time to really understand what is going on out here. I'm not going to be rambling all that time, family. Like, subscribe, share, but get it out here. Plan. Get involved in the planning. Do not wait until white people plan for you. You plan for yourself. If you need more plans, if you need access to resources, I am available. I love you, family. Take care.